So let's talk about this week's weekly AI updates slash news regarding whatever happened in the AI world. So again, there is a new research paper done by Anthropic regarding how universities are using AI, specifically university students. So and it was a good research paper. I will again link it down the description, the link of research paper, what they have posted, and you can also go check their accounts. Like they do post a really good kind of research papers. Especially last week we talk about how reasoning C, chain of thought, COT, uh, and its research done regarding how it is not, how we are not seeing the thoughts regarding what AI is going through and giving us the answers. But this week they have posted again another research paper regarding how students are using in, especially in university, the AI, especially their Claudia, because they can get data from their own AI models. um, and it is interesting to see. So with 1 million kind of an 1 million students data they have collected with and they collect the reason, they gain the access of data because of their policies, because students, when students uses the email address of like educational address, let's, you can say edu email educational address, they get the data of first 18 days. I can think like there is in depth also regarding how they took the data of so many students regarding in search of uh, let's say whatever like prompts they are using, they know the data, but not all. Like it's kind of an first 18-day research, I think, depending upon their policy. We are not going in depth in right now, but they took 1 million students data regarding how they use it. Major use of AI is in their degree of computer science, which is not surprising to me, because a lot of computer science students use AI for mostly coding and getting answers, getting code regarding certain questions they will face it. Then compared to that, in terms of businesses degrees like MBA, then there is health and humanities students with lower adaptation. So basically, bachelor medical, let's say health and humanities, and students who are in business MBA, they don't usually are lot less, are not early adopters of AI, and they definitely not are using as much as compared to CS computer students, which is 36.8%, which is a lot. It's not just one main major degree, but it is a subset like computer science degree in engineering. So it was not shocking, but you can see the adaptation scale of how students are using mostly. Then mostly the questions are regarding and direct problem solving and output creation. So basically what that means is like they do like the questions, the prompts it is asked, the students are asking are regarding direct answers regarding some certain questions, and collaborative answers. Basically collaborative answers means is like having a general, you can say a conversation with AI and get to a certain point of getting those kind of answers that they want. It's kind of a brainstorming. So those kind of both mostly are being used. Then mostly like learning something new, analyze like the points they have given in the research paper that I have written notes down here right now. It is an in-depth research paper, it is really good, I read it all. We are not gonna get into full depth of regarding it. Like they have even told how they got all of the research data with the help of Silo, how they got the specific data of students prompts, and how even the show the charts regarding it. If you want me to go in depth regarding it, I will eventually go in depth in future, but if you want it, do let me down in the comment section. But Yeah, so they do a lot of research in that, like how, like they told even in the research paper how they got the data, which is actually good even though couple of concerning in the sense, like couple of conclusions they came, which is questionable basically, which is more research needs to be done, because it is just Claudia model they have given, that is Sonnet. They don't know how students are using other AI models for it, basically AI. But we can definitely see the pattern comparing from this to you know like OpenAI is there, Gemini is there, Perplexity is there, Perplexity, that name is hard, but yeah, that is there. Meta's Llama model is there, you know. So there are a lot of AI models out there. So just even comparing this, there is even a question of regarding like students cheating with the help of AI, and they said it is definitely can happen because there are a lot of direct answers, output creation kind of an answers, questions that has been asked to the AI, and which is definitely can be speculated that students are directly asking the questions that they have given to them and just getting answers from the AI for that. So you know they can cheat with it. Then another concerning thing of AI is the thinking power of students. You know, a lot of the questions, a lot of the homework, let's say a lot of things in the university specifically, are about getting your thinking skills ready for the future working conditions in the companies. Because in companies, while building products, let's say in computer science, it is not about just like you will have question, you have to solve it. It is kind of a thinking. You have to think about it, you know how to solve it, and then you have to imply it. That is what I'm calling it thinking right now. So we also don't know how it is going to affect the ability in terms of thinking. uh, as a student, they are giving answers, they are doing their homework, let's say, like with the help of AI, and just getting rid of it, you know, with easier way. But are they even getting things done? Like before, it was going researching books, going onto the internet, getting those similar examples of those questions they had given in the homework or in the exam, and then researching it and then getting the answers. But right now it is with the help of AI. It's so simple that they thinking ability of how like is it going to get decreased because they are not thinking and not collaborating with brainstorming with even themselves only. We are not even talking in terms of team, like uh, the ability to think over a question and how I can solve this rather than just googling, or let's say Google, like even let's say AI, because there is a vast difference between googling things and researching the papers and finding similar questions and implementing into your own question and finding those answers, and now with the help of AI just getting those answers right into your head. So it is kind of a dilemma there, you know. Like people used to say back in those days, like don't Google everything, do your own research, do your own thinking. You know, teachers used to scold anyway. Or you know, like back in those days when I was just googling, you know, doing my research regarding answers that I want and how I can do better in that. That is how I got help with it, because that is how I used Google for myself, to not just save my time but to get better results. But no one just does what I'm doing. There will be a lot of students who will be doing just straight up copy pasting from others, copy pasting from Google, you know. And it is not an ideal, because the thinking ability of yourself, which can get affected because of this, you know. And it is can be same, and this is can be said same thing about AI right now. Is like some students will use it to brainstorm heavily their ideas, heavily their concepts they want to understand, which is so beneficial for them right now, you know, because a lot of universities so much bigger concepts that are not well taught in the universities can be taught well in with the help of AI. But now there will be also students who will just straight off ask answers regarding certain things, and they just need answers, not anything kind of an explanation, and they will not think over it. So it is kind of an again the same dilemma we are living in, that we are having 10-15 years ago, with the same questioning things, whether students even used Google or even certain sites to get the help from. So again, it is a question forward to other people what they think about it. I will say, for me, I will say, again, it is a great tool. There will be always a misuse and overused, and I will say, let's say, mostly misuse. Always will be there misuse or good use of any kind of tool we will have. We just need to know how you can control and tone it deaf, rather than just like not talking about it. We need to talk about it in general. Teachers need to talk about themselves, like how good they can implicate this AI, and where are the limits of where they don't want AI in terms of paper, in terms of, let's say, whatever they give students. And students need to understand what where are their limits. They don't want, like, nobody wants their thinking power to go low because of some, and they don't want to be lazy. Like if you're lazy, like you are not surviving, not just in companies but in real life too. So this is kind of in questions that were raised in the conclusion of this research paper too. But OpenAI has interesting news. They have launched their own OpenAI Academy. It is mostly for developers and who are mostly interning in a company. You can say mostly students, or you can say internship they are doing in a company, or even a early job adopters, or even for anyone who are doing job, internship, or developers. It is for them, I will say. I don't know if it is free for not, because there is not a lot of thing to because I didn't get the blog they have written over it. But yeah, it is not for me, at least for now, because it is only for, because you have to sign up, and you have to, and people who have only jobs can get it, which is, again, I don't like it. But yeah, if you are doing job and developer, do give it a try. And I will see what it happens in the future. For now, but right now, it is what it is. It is just for jobs. People who are doing jobs and who are working in a company, for like for developers only, not for free for any students. uh, the big news, and not the shocking news, I will say, but OpenAI is suing Elon Musk. Yeah, they are suing Elon Musk over allegation of for profit OpenAI as like things. So basically what happens is, if you don't know, I will give the summary of it. Elon Musk was a part of OpenAI and got back off a couple of years ago, and now OpenAI is supposed to be for OpenAI was supposed to be not profit for company, and it was supposed to be a non-profit company, but it is now has converted itself into profit for profit company, which is not surprising to me. But again, and then Elon Musk did couple of tweets, which is he does always like that, and give a couple of allegations or accusations regarding OpenAI, how it can happen, and they actually that is what actually happened. Basically, he did it because he was part of it. Now OpenAI has is backfiring it, and Elon Musk has not replied, at least to this time I'm recording. But Elon Musk, what they're saying, that they have proof and emails and messages of Elon Musk mentioning that he wants OpenAI to be for profit, which he was first of all fighting for, like how OpenAI can be a for profit before, because it is for non-profit kind of a company. uh, it is it is just a news I wanted to give you, because I don't want to go in depth regarding this silly stuff, silly news, because it is kind of a sad, but it is the reality that no one was going to invest in the company like OpenAI until and unless it became a for profit company. Because it has become a for profit company, now that a lot of people are talking about it, not that a lot of people are, especially businessmen, are interested, because money is a big part of this capitalistic environment that US is actually right now, or even eventually the world is, you know so right now, it is what going on. They have proved, they have even open like you can go, I will link down the blog that they have written over it, and you can go and see the messages regarding it, what Elon Musk and the employees and now back into this had, because Elon Musk himself wanted OpenAI to be a for-profit company, but he did not, and he demanded to be a for-profit company as what OpenAI is giving, what OpenAI is doing right now. So let's see what happen. I will obviously update in future episodes whatever the future cases and how this case will go in future. So next thing is Gemini 2.5. Gemini 2.5 live is rolling out for all like Pixel 9 and S25 series Android phone, and it will eventually roll out to mostly Android devices, I think, I will believe. And sorry, and Gemini 2.5 Pro for deep research is available now for advanced users. So basically 2.5 Pro you can use for deep research, which is available on iOS, web, and Android. And and the live Gemini live app, which is basically like I talked in the last week about the the Gemini live with the camera and asking the questions, live feed, and even screen share. It will be available for only, it is, I think it is only for Android only. So Pixel 9 and S25 series are getting it right now, as an early adopters, you can say. So another thing that happened last week, couple of days ago, is Meta announced their Meta Llama 4, or 4, that is, they name it Scout and Maverick, that is out right now, and Behemoth is still in training. Uh, Basically, Meta Llama 4 has announced couple of models, multi-model. We will talk in depth regarding that in our newsletter. Go subscribe to that if you want to know much more about Meta Llama and the newer models. I will write much more about in newsletter. Right now, I am just giving you the news here that it has been announced. I'm using Notebook LM for past, like using Notebook LM and how its functionality for past week. Notebook LM, if you don't know, is again and Google's product, you can say that, which is available for free, that you can even use it. That's why I'm covering it. If if I wouldn't have even, if I wouldn't able to use it, I wouldn't have talked about it. But it's a free product, it's a free software, like again an AI that you can use it. So what does Notebook LM does? So Notebook LM basically is an AI where it is structured well, I will say. You know, when you go into Notebook LM and make yourself an account, like any other AI account, and give it a prompt, or even let's say, mm, its main functionality is based on information that you give it to it, and how you can extrapolate those information from it in easier way. For example, let's say, I have a PDF regarding how, let's say, a cellular system works basically, in our body. Then uh, I have 10 or 15 pages PDF. I submit it to Notebook LM, upload it. Then what Notebook LM does is, first of all, gives, like, it has three tabs. That is, one tab is of upload whatever documents you want to get, basically yourself and answers. But there is an one tab for here, and in between there is a prompt tab that you can ask anything regarding whatever it is in PDF, like in a prompt situation like any other AI. And the third one is here, that you can make that whole PDF into an interactive AI podcast. That is insane. So what it does is, whenever you upload an PDF on whatever kind of a subject, it will make you an AI podcast, which is two man and woman having conversation regarding whatever that is stuff. going on, and you can edit, you can give yourself, like you can basically give the notes to how you want it to get explained, because different people needs different kind of medium to understand a lot of things. Like some people are good readers if it is in simple words, some people are good listeners and they get understand when it is explained them to it simply. Then there is a podcast tab where you simply can get understand it so well with the help of conversation that two guys are having, and even you can include yourself in that conversation as a third party and have a conversation with them, which is an insane thing to have. Is because it was announced last year in Google I/O, but I didn't use it that much, and it was in beta, and now it has been so much well polished. Give it a try, I will definitely say. uh, if any kind of subject, particular topic you are not understanding, give it a try, give it prompts that you want to get understand from it. It is really good. So I think that's it for this week AI most major that I wanted to talk about. Let me know if, like what you wanted to talk me about, if you want to cover some AI stuff that is going on. But we will take a break here again. After break, we will talk about couple of small update summaries, and yeah, lot of update summaries, like not lot of, but mostly three that we are going to talk about. So let's take a break and we will be right back.